In this video, we're going to cover the administrator walkthrough for interim reports, whether you're printing those interim reports or publishing the interim reports to the student and parent portal. The first step in the process will be to check the teacher completion report. In order to find that report, you'll click on the grades menu and teacher completion. From here, we'll want to make sure that we have the correct marking period selected. In this case, we're preparing interims, so we'll click on interim 2. So we're in the second interim, and it'll generate this screen. Here you have a list of all the teachers on the campus and the periods throughout the day. If there's a red X in one of these cells, it means the teacher has not prepared the post-final grade screen to publish the interim report data. If you have a teacher that's out on leave and you need to pull the grades from the grade book to publish the report, you can do so by clicking on one of these red X's, and this will open up the post-final grade report for that particular period for this teacher. You can click this button to use gradebook grades, which will populate the percent in this column, and you have an option to change the conduct in secondary. This is defaulted to satisfactory. In elementary, those will be left blank, and the teacher can scroll through the O, S, N, and U in there. So hopefully you'll never have a teacher completion report with this many red X's, but you'll want to make sure that they are cleared out and processed so the interim report prints with all the data necessary. If you print the interim with red X's on the screen, that data will not be visible in the interim report for that student. Now we have some options to either print the interim reports, or we could just publish them electronically to the student and parent portal. In order to do so, we can click the grades menu and you will click on report cards. From this screen, you have some search options which will help you parse the data down. So if I was interested in printing it for only 9th grade students in this case, because I'm in a secondary grade book, I could do so, and it would only print interim reports or publish them for 9th grade students. If I do not check any of these boxes, it will generate an interim report for every student on campus. So there are some sort options here. You may choose to sort them alphabetically by student name when you're printing them, or by grade level for elementary if you were going to print all of 2nd grade interims or 3rd grade interims. For a high school setting, it might be better to sort those by 1st period teacher or 7th period teacher if you were going to send those interims home at the end of the day. Once I click on one of those sort options, I have the ability here to display the teacher on each report card, and that would be the 1st period teacher's name. This would be helpful if you're going to go ahead and put them in the mailboxes and you want to have a note on the interim report of which mailbox to put them in. You could select that. The next, you'll want to make sure that you choose the correct template for the interim. There are 3 templates. One is a grade 1 and 2 elementary interim, grade 3 through 6 elementary interim, or a secondary interim report. Once I've made those selections, I can go ahead and click continue. And now it will generate a list of all the students. If I wanted to print an individual interim, I could click on one student, or I could multi-select here if I was targeting several students that I wanted to print interims from. If you would like to select all of the students in this list, you can click this box to the left of the student in the header, and it will select all of the students. From here, we'll want to print report cards is what the menu says, but in this case, we are working in an interim for each student. When I click print, it will generate a batch of interim reports that I can send to the copy machine, or I can download a copy of a PDF of all of them. And to do that, if I want to download it, I could use this button here to download. And if I wanted to print, I could use this button here to the right. If you do not wish to print the interim report and would rather publish that interim report to the student and parent portal, the process is fairly similar. But instead of clicking the print report card for each student, I would select publish report card for each student. You will see there is an option here to email the report card. Please do not use this option. We do not transmit student data, such as interim reports or report cards, through email. So now I'm going to publish this interim report to each parent and student portal. I have all the students selected in the school, and when I click publish, that will generate a link on the student and parent portal that the student or parent can click on and download or print a copy of the interim. As a general walkthrough of the process of printing or publishing interim reports within Focus.